Hello and welcome to the RIU Latino here in Cancun, Mexico. I've been here for about 5 days now, so I thought I would give you a bit of a tour and let you know what I think. In a nutshell, this is a fantastic adults-only resort for what you pay. This is definitely a budget luxury experience, meaning it's not going to be the top of the line, but RIU Latino is new and modern. It's got fantastic pools, a lively energy from both the vibe and the guests, and a massive beach with turquoise Caribbean water. Now, I'll show you around and get into more detail about what I mean. Oh, and this video is not sponsored. I booked an awesome deal on Expedia and paid $2,000 Canadian or about $1,500 USD for a 1-week stay. And that included my stay here at the resort and my flight. Let's start with an overview of the resort itself. As a newer resort built in 2022, everything is modern and fresh. It's basically one U-shaped building with all the restaurants and bars on the main floor and then the rooms above. There are 5 pools, including water slides, a massive white sandy beach, a few a la carte restaurants, a 24/7 sports bar, and a nightclub. As we enter the lobby here, it is open air, so there's no air conditioning, but there was lots of airflow to accompany all this seating and lounge space. We've got Velvet, which is the lobby bar. This was our favorite spot to enjoy a pre-dinner cocktail. There's great espresso martinis here too. And then as we walk around, that brings us to the sports bar. Here they do play most sports, so if your team isn't on, you can just ask. And they have an espresso machine here, so I came down every morning for a coffee before hitting the buffet. And then across the hall is the gym and the spa. The gym is quite small and it was pretty busy every morning from around 7:30 to 10:30. After that, it quieted down. As you can see, they've got 4 treadmills, a couple of ellipticals, 2 spin bikes, a couple of functional trainers. There's a small bench and free weight area, and some yoga mats and exercise balls. Overall, I'll admit it's not the greatest, but it is enough if you absolutely need to get a workout in. And word of caution, it gets grossly hot in here. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a tour of the room. All right, welcome to room 3095. This is an Oceanview room. So when you first walk in, we've got the separate toilet room. But then right beside it, we've got the rest of the bathroom. Nice big walk-in shower here. Everything is very new and modern. We've got double sinks. That's always nice. All right, let's continue. So we've got a nice big closet here. Lots of space. Now before we get to the main room, first we've got the mini bar, stocked with all your needs. Water, coffee. Then we've got the fridge here. Everything is included. Wow, that's actually a lot of beer in there. And then here's the rest of the room. It's actually quite spacious. Full-length mirror. We always love that. Got some plug-ins, outlets by the bed. Couch seating area, and then that view. And there was a nice large balcony. But I will say, while the view from our Oceanview room is lovely, as you can see, the beach and the water is still quite far away. So honestly, I don't think having an ocean view compared to a partial ocean view would be that much of a difference, especially if you don't want to spend the extra money. So here are a couple images showing you which rooms are considered ocean view versus partial ocean view. There are also swim-up rooms here, and your view will be of the courtyard. They're not attached to the main pools, so if you like some alone time or like to swim late, these would be a good choice. Also, there is no room service at this hotel, but you can get food and drinks 24/7 at the sports bar, which I'll talk about later on. Now let's check out the pools. It's a quick walk to the pools just down this lovely courtyard path. With 5 pools to choose from, you really can choose your vibe of the day. You've got your choice of 2 swim-up bar pools. One is the main one, and then the other one is the exact same, just a little smaller. These pools got pretty rowdy, I would say about half the days we were there, but still lots of fun, lots of socializing, and lots of shots. Here's a tip. Each week there are 2 RIU pool parties at the sister resort, the RIU Carib. So on these days we found the swim-up bar pools were definitely way more chill and less busy. To find a lounger by the pools, you have to claim it by about 10 a.m., but then we found people started to leave around 2 in the afternoon and more loungers cleared up, so this might be something to consider if you want to split your day between the beach and the pool. Then there's a quieter pool and an activity pool, which is pretty chill between the activities. They do lots of promo for things like Coco Bongo and the RIU parties, so there's definitely lots going on throughout the day. There is one pool that is 0 entry, so completely wheelchair accessible. And there are also 5 water slides, which is so fun because this is a completely adults-only resort. Full disclosure, I wanted to go on them, but I'll be honest, it was so hot and humid the week I was there, I could not convince myself to walk up those stairs in that heat. Also, the pools close at 7 p.m. At this resort, there are no poolside servers for drinks, so you do have to walk up to the pool bars, but the service was really fast and we had no issues getting drinks, especially if you tip well. There is a drink cart that comes around throughout the day serving basic drinks though. Onto the beach, which is a standout feature of this resort, with some caveats. First of all, the beach is incredible. It's massive and the sand is insanely soft. Because it's so big, it's basically split into 2 parts. So the first section that you see here is lined with palm trees and many rows of loungers, and there's even a section with hammocks. This part of the beach is ultra quiet and relaxing. However, you can't see the water from here because there's a slight berm that separates it. But when you do come over that hill, the view is absolutely breathtaking, and that turquoise blue Caribbean water just sparkles. And this beach here truly feels like it goes on forever. The water itself was almost bathtub temperature, so warm, so lovely, and a really nice shallow entry. Now, as far as seaweed, the sargassum, it's almost not worth mentioning here. It was mostly clear other than a bit of schmutz. It did change day to day though. Some days had a little more, some days had a little less. As you can see, these shots were taken a few days apart, and there's a little more seaweed on this day. There is drink service on the beach, but it does take a little long, so if you're going to spend a lot of time here, I would suggest bringing an insulated mug for your drinks. Truthfully, I didn't spend as much time at the beach as I wanted to because of a couple of reasons. There just weren't enough loungers oceanfront. To get an oceanfront lounger, I would say you have to claim one by about 8:30, and that just wasn't happening for me. And then even earlier if you want one with an umbrella. So they definitely could use a lot more loungers, especially because there is so much space. And the other reason is that the walk to the water was a lot farther than I was expecting. By no means am I complaining, but it was sweltering hot and humid when I was there, and the sand is actually pretty deep, so you can't exactly walk fast. So this is just something to keep in mind, that you won't be able to leave your room and then be on the beach within 30 seconds. That being said, with it being a little removed from the resort, the beachfront was very relaxing, very quiet, especially if you need a break from the music and the people at the pools. If you read a lot of reviews about this resort, one thing you'll find is that people aren't exactly crazy about the food here. I don't disagree, but I think it all comes down to expectations. While mostly mediocre, everything we ate was perfectly edible and neither of us got sick. Honestly, at this price point, it's nice not to have to cook dinner and do dishes for a week. As always, there's a main buffet which you can eat at for all your meals. There was fantastic variety here, lots of dishes to choose from, and the ingredients really did feel fresh. I think this is something the RIU properties do really well with their buffets. By the pool, you've got Pepe's Taco Bar, so that's going to be your hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, pizza, and snacky things. It's open from noon to 4, and I think this is mostly here to keep you sustained so you can have a couple more tequila shots by the pool. Otherwise, the buffet is about a 20-second walk from the pool. For dinner, there are 4 restaurants. There's an Asian restaurant, which is essentially a specialty buffet. There's a mix of sushi and Chinese food. Again, lots of variety, and you certainly won't go hungry here. At the Italian restaurant, there's a salad and appetizer bar that's self-serve, and then you order your entrees from the menu. Again, lots of food here. We tried the chicken Milanese and the beef fillet with gorgonzola sauce. And this restaurant definitely had the best desserts. At the Fusion restaurant, you order everything from a menu. We ate here twice, it was definitely the best one, and I think having this high quality of a restaurant as an option here really elevates the overall food experience slightly. We tried the potato casserole with yellow tiger's milk, the mushroom ragu with poached egg and potato, the tamarind beef tenderloin, and creamy lobster rice. And of course, a brownie and ice cream for dessert. The steakhouse, however, was our least favorite, but you do get served everything here as well. We tried the Caesar salad, mozza sticks, oddly enough, and steak and chicken. As I mentioned, there's the 24/7 sports bar, so if you do need late night food, you do have a few options like sandwiches, hot dogs, burgers, as well as nachos and pastries. Again, it's not going to be the best thing you ever eat, but when you need something, it's there. As far as entertainment, there are nightly shows and gatherings at the stage, and the classic RIU parties, which are super fun, but they are off-site at the RIU Carib Resort. There's a weekly night party, which is either white or neon themed, as well as 2 pool parties. The pool parties sounded fun, but on this trip we just didn't feel like getting out of the pool and then getting onto the bus to head over there, but the parties are also all-inclusive as well. And there is a nightclub at this resort, open from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m., and you don't have to be 18 to enjoy it. Overall, my final thoughts, for an adults-only resort, you really can't beat this price. I think it's perfect if you're looking for a really good value, you want to enjoy drinks and sunshine at the pool or beach all day, at a place with some energy and evening entertainment, and especially if you like meeting people. I've left links to where you can find some deals for this resort, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. Anyways, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.